Hi, my name is Mike Slater. I'd like to talk to you about Stephen Ministry. This is a Christian activity that a number of you have already been involved in, but many of you may not know much about it. Stephen Ministry in a church is organized like this. A congregation becomes registered with the headquarters in St. Louis, and this gives it a lifetime registration and gives the congregation access to guidance, counseling, training materials, and a variety of other aids. Then, a very small group of people are recruited to become Stephen leaders. They go through leadership training, and they then recruit Stephen ministers from the congregation. Following that, for a period of time, the Stephen leaders train the Stephen ministers. Please notice that there is a distinction between the two. Stephen ministers are the caregivers, and Stephen leaders manage the program. The Stephen ministers and Stephen leaders then meet twice monthly to expand their training and to supervise and support one another. During these meetings, any discussion of ongoing caregiving relationships is done with the strictest of confidence. This aspect of confidentiality is stressed over and over. We cannot emphasize that enough. It helps to know that deep within the human spirit, we all have a secret place, a place only known to God and ourselves. It's where we keep our innermost thoughts. When you are invited into that chamber because someone else is hurting, you are a guest in a very holy place. And guests do not come in and begin rearranging the furniture. It must be dealt with careful discretion and sensitivity. It's done slowly, delicately, gently, and breach of confidentiality will kill all of that. You should also know that people in pain have sustained an injury to their self-esteem. It may not show, but this is important to know because next to God's grace, self-esteem is our most treasured possession. By utilizing their training, Stephen ministers help to restore self-esteem. What a wonderful thing it is to restore another person's faith, courage, and the will to press on. In changing times like these, our job is to bring the experience of God's love into the lives of others as disciples of Christ. Now, make no mistake, Stephen ministers are not psychologists, they're not counselors, they're not theologians, but rather an extension of pastoral care. They are dedicated Christians who want to make a difference and are trained in how to do it. We all want to help. We all want to bring the best outcome to others in times of need. Many times we can do that by just being a friend. But think of how great it would be if you were actually trained in how to help, knowing what to say, what not to say, and to have well-defined skills in proactive listening. To make others feel that they and their feelings are important things to you at that very moment. I'm aware that this church once had an active Stephen ministry group. It's not uncommon for a church to give itself a sabbatical in this wonderful ministry. But the longer we wait to resume it, the harder it is to bring it back from its slumber. I can't say enough about how this ministry changes a congregation, both for those involved and those on the sidelines. It's like a good book you can't put down. Many of you have told me that this congregation is ready to get back to work in this area because you have seen the need. I welcome any further discussion along these lines. And here, for that purpose, is my email address for those of you who may have comments or questions. To be sure, let me spell it for you. michaelslayter@outlook.com. I look forward to hearing from you. Thank you.